Welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of this Let's Play series of Legend of Keepers. Playing as the Enchantress, we just finished a fight against some veterans and we're ready to do a little bit of dungeon managing before we hop into our next one. We're wounded from an event, but we'll heal up pretty slowly, but we should be full health by the time we encounter another group of adventurers. So I think we want to go on a plunder, get our gold levels up, and then we might hit the trainer on this next one. Let's see how we go. So what are our choices here? We've got these three are going. We could go to a village to get some gold and chance to set a monster free. Small chance of injury. We can go to the prolific gold mine and get a fairly high amount of gold, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Or we can go to the necromancer's lair, lose motivation, but find a monster. Now that's an interesting prospect. Is that something I want to do? Or would I rather get the money? I think I'd rather have the money and upgrade the ones we have. We have a fair number of monsters. So let's do a plunder here. We got a 10-week injury here. You know, to be honest, I never get lucky on these. I always get an injury, even on the 35% chance ones. But we got really good amount of gold there. So we could go to the sanctuary, and that'll give us a dungeon buff for our next run. We go to the trainer, train up our monsters, or go on a business trip, send our monsters away, get some cool rewards. I think I want to do the trainer. So we have a number of monsters that I would like to level up. Okay, so these earth elementals impress me. I actually like these quite a bit. I think I might want to upgrade both of these. They are expensive. This one, yeah, that one's not as good. That one will just get some health. So I think I might upgrade 400 to upgrade these guys. Oh my gosh. Remember when I did it for like 35 blood or something? That was a steal. It was an absolute steal. 400 gold to upgrade this guy. I should think about it, though. Would I have enough for one of these? I would. They are strong. Maybe we'll do this one. Then we'll level up our, probably our original one. You know, this is our one from our Tavern Brawl we got. This character is new. You know, she hasn't quite, you know, earned the same level of seniority that some of our original monsters do, so she'll be up next. I think Shinra, she's been here a lot longer, and she deserves the promotion. She does a great job. Alright, we can do a workout, which will be spending blood or tears. We might do that. Haven't upgraded our master. Regeneration goes up. Self-flagellation give us some armor and some speed. I think we'll grab all of those, because she's got very low health compared to the other keepers, so if they actually get to me, I could be in trouble. So some upgrades to how well I'm going to do. So let's take a look at our next scheduled event, which is some heroes coming in. We have either a trap or a monster. More gold from this one, but a monster from this one. They both have disasters. I'm not doing the easier one. I think we'll go with the monster. Again, I'm pretty happy with my trap situation. Well, let's double check what our monsters are. Oop, yep, we gotta put somebody over here. These characters all need motivation. So with these two, probably don't need that many elementals in one place. Let's do like... I really need this one in order to give thorns to this one, but this one really needs some motivation, so we'll have to hold off on that. So let's plop this one over here, and then we'll probably do these three together again. So we'll just do this. We'll have more choices over here. Okay. Trap-wise, we have these really powerful traps. We have this new one, but we haven't leveled it up yet, so I probably won't be using it. So let's go into this one and get the monster. Okay, so our dungeon is organized trap, monsters, spell, disaster, but we've got ice-related disasters in this one because it's frozen. Monsters, trap, master. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit weird with these going in this particular order at the end. So let's think about this for a second. If we're going to have our first group of monsters as kind of like beefy elementals, actually pretty much all of these characters are big old beefers that don't do a ton of damage, they just sort of survive. So what do we want our first trap to be? We're going to do some nature damage, so we could go poisonous plant. That might be the best one to go. Nature weakness, so that these two hit a little harder. I think we'll do that. Let's take a look at our heroes coming in. We We have Iris, the herbalist. Does nature damage in the back. Heals a hero after a fight 1 time. And immune to master spells. That's a little bit annoying. We have a sorceress. Replaces one of her penalties with a bonus at the start of her turn once. Give heroes back morale at the start of each turn. That's unfortunate. Does air damage. And then we have this stupid ice wizard that I hate that teleports my monsters around randomly in the first room. Okay, so I think we're going to do poisonous plant. In this room, okay, we're going to be nature in the back, air in the front. Nature in the back, air in the front. This guy's bad for both of those, nature and air. Nature in the back, air in the front. So we want to make sure that this character isn't in the back when he gets teleported. And Yuzora and Shinra, they should both, hopefully, this one gets into the front. Man, I hate the teleport. Yeah, that's going to have to do. Okay, so we have nature in the back, air in the front. Uh-oh, these are all bad. Air in the front. And then they won't teleport around this time. It only happens 1 time. Okay, and then our next trap. So right before the master is going to be... let's see. So let's take a look at their resistances. Ice is better, fire is better, fire is better. So it's definitely going to be the furnace here. Nature doesn't apply weakness. Don't know if they'll have penalties remaining at this point. So I think it's just the furnace for some damage. And we're all set. Alright, let's take these interlopers out. That's good. That's the one we want in the front. Wow, that did a lot. That's a lot of damage. Why'd that do so much damage? It doesn't have negative air resistance. It did more than... I don't know. Maybe I misread the number. So we have tiredness in the front, nature weakness in the back. This one already has nature weakness, so I think we want to at least hit somebody with tiredness. At least once to lower the damage with these. Oh, more tiredness. Oh. Wow, we could make this person do no damage for the rest of the dungeon. Just keep stacking this up. Wow, that's a lot of stacks. So they do 50% less damage. Good God, that does a lot of damage. Oh, skeleton. Sweet. Physical damage, bleeding. Bleeding. More tiredness. Oh my God, that's an incredible amount of stacks of tiredness. They just can't get through the beef of these earth elemental ladies. Oh, my skeleton. I think we need to hit flint shards in the back to make sure this person doesn't lose all of their nature weakness. Ah! Oh, yeah? Ah, she healed. Almost killed her. That one, that was good. Okay, we could do Flamboyant Lightning for a crap load of damage in the back. We could do enchanted seeds for our next group of monsters. Might work out. Magical brambles gives elemental weakness. Now let's take a look at the disaster. Do an area physical damage and apply frostbite. Not bad considering our artifact. AoE ice damage applies easy target. Takes more damage from traps. Oh. But it's only for 3 turns, which they may not get to that trap. Or we can do AoE ice damage and apply slowed. I think it might be this frostbite one. Because that'll synergize with these characters. These two. And also frostbite does more damage. So, do we want to give them elemental weakness? But they're going to get hit by physical damage. But then they're going to take frost damage. Actually, how much ice damage do they take? Oh, not much. Not much. Let's revise that. Maybe the slow is the way to go then. Yeah. So maybe we just hit the one in the back for a ton of damage with this. They have bad nature resistance too. Applies elemental weakness. Elemental weakness will affect everything we do. Let's do that one. And let's do the slowed, I think. Might give us a chance to get a couple extra hits in if we're faster. So it looks like we actually are. A couple of these characters. How much does that lower? By 40. So this person would have been 75, so they would have been faster than everybody. Yeah, so this actually helped quite a bit. We get to go first. So we'll have a chance to put a burn on with this character, but we won't have more than one stack. They're not affected by anything that matters here. Not affected by burn. Not affected by frostbite. Negative air resistance. 2 of them do. And this applies frostbite. Yeah, let's start it off with this. This one in the back takes a lot of fire damage. Okay, so now they're all affected by frostbite, so I hit them with this one. It does double damage and applies burn. Okay, so we're back to the beginning now. They're affected by burn and frostbite, so I could hit them with... Deals double damage if they're affected by burn. And it'll apply air weakness. Increase the burn stacks by 1. Now they have air, so now they could be affected by any of these 3 because they have all of them. So it looks like we want to hit them with this thunderstorm. That'll just win us the fight, basically. Cool. I wish I had a third one of those. I wish I could have afforded that. That would have been great. I just got an achievement. Family's Strength. I have no idea what that means. Oh, Fire Impaler. Applies thorns to all monsters of the group at the start of its turn. I like that. That might go well with our Thorn group. We can use the Earth Impaler, the Fire Impaler, and the Unstable Elemental and have a little Thorns group going. Let's do that. 21 blood, 146 gold. Okay, motivation changes. Looks like our team is ready to go back in. We don't need the doctor. We don't need the trainer. Can't afford either one. So let's just click the doctor. Doesn't matter. Engineer and course. We can't afford either one of these. We don't have any money. Let's do a course. We can't afford to pay for +2 levels. Okay, we're going to have to do an event because, again, we don't really have any money. I can't buy much. An archaeologist is ringing your doorbell to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it. He even dares to demand you donate it to a museum. Should we crush him, slice him, or quarter him? Quartering is extremely, way too much. I would say that with this character, she would want it to be elegant and quick. So we're going to do slice. That's some blood. And we can do an event or a merchant. Again, we still don't have any money. Let's do an event. R&D manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He's asking you to provide him with one of your employees in exchange for some gold. I will accept that. This is a level 1 employee who I don't use that often for 500 gold. Goodbye. Champion time. No disaster. No resting room. We get a rare reward. A bunch of gold. We're in the Aztec ruins. Difficulty 5. So, what do we want to do? I think we want to set up... So let's just get everybody out of here real quick. Everybody out. So we want our Earth Impaler and our Fire Impaler. No. Fire Impaler, Earth Impaler, and this one in one room. And then, honestly, these three work really well together. Let's take an additional, like, team of people as backups for this first room in case we need a different strategy if this won't work for some reason. We have our basic poison team. So we'll do that. Our traps, yep, we're good to go there. And let's get it set up. Okay, let's take a look. Now, this character looks kind of scary. So we have a Disciple level 5. Removes a penalty with the most stacks once. Okay, not worried about that. Morale loss, not worried about that. We have this Scholar. Applies elemental weakness when attacking. Fire damage. Okay, not too bad. And then we have this Necromancer. Kalishta. Does a lot of ice damage in the back. Brings a dead hero back to life as a skeleton warrior at the start of each turn. Oh. And gains enrage when the Necromancer loses morale. Oh my god. This character is kind of scary. So we really want to kill them all around the same time. Killing anybody else first means that she does more damage because she enrages. When a hero is killed, you know, the other ones lose morale. So she would get stronger and then just bring it back as a skeleton. So if we can get away with it, we want to try to actually avoid picking off one hero. It's a cool hero, though. Okay, so we have trap monsters. Spell monsters. So we definitely want to use elemental weakness here so we can use our rotating abilities. And we won't want this person in the back because ice damage will absolutely destroy him. And then we have another trap, probably furnace before our master, maybe polar portal. How are we doing here? High ice resistance, medium ice resistance overall, but this one has really high fire resistance. So nature is okay. Okay, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad in resistances. We can handle this. So let's hit him with the... Ooh, what do I hit him with first? I want to try this team out. When the Earth Impaler is attacked. Somebody have a good ice resistance? Not really. We're in trouble. We're in trouble here. Ice. This team's actually worse, I think, than this team. So with the Impalers going first, I guess we just hit him with. Get him with this burn one first, and then polar portal later on. This is really hard to choose. One is an additional stack if the target's ice resistance is negative. Nobody. But they could have it. No, they'll never have it here. With the furnace. And then, oh boy, ice in the front, ice in the back, fire in the front. Oh my god. I'm so screwed. The one with 1,000,000 health points kind of has to be in the back because he's going to get hit by a lot of ice. The one in the front is going to take fire and ice. So it might have to be this one, but they'll get 50% extra health. Oh my god. This hero team might just crush my monsters. Ice in the back, fire and ice in the front. So we need to put one of these in the front, one of these in the back, and then Uranus in the middle. Trap. So, nature weakness? Probably the best choice here because our master has several good nature attacks. And we actually do more healing if we do more damage. Alright, here we go. This will be a tough one, I think. Oh, my monsters are slow. Okay, getting thorns. 15 physical damage. Regenerate life by 10% of damage dealt per stack of thorns. So we only have one stack of thorns. Loses 15% of his maximum life to gain thorns, but then he's gonna die. So I think we just use this. Burning Spike. Fire damage. Gains thorns if the target's affected by burn. Why are people moving around in speed, I wonder? I think I missed something. Infectious spikes, nature weakness. Got some thorns. Okay, we can discharge, gain 20% of this as health. I mean, it's something. Burning spikes. A lot of stacks of thorns on this one now. It's actually kind of good. When somebody hits them, they're going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, she took 60 damage. That's pretty cool. She'll take a little bit. Should have taken damage, right? I'm not sure. I think so. I think so. It's kind of hard to watch both numbers pop up at the same time. We want the nature elemental weakness. Yeah, that'll stack well with our next group. Our dream team of rotating elemental damages. Okay, what do we want to start with? Anybody have air resistance is negative? So we'll do double damage on 2 of them. Give them the frostbite. And then we can put the... What do we want to do? The burn. Start with the burn. Air weakness. Blizzard. No, I think the blizzard is better. Does more damage. I think we're going to kill somebody off here accidentally. Which is not what I want. Takes fire damage pretty nicely. Right now, especially with the weakness. Uh-oh. Okay, so she's going to be enraged now, which is not ideal. Air resistance negative. So they're affected by frostbite, so I could hit them with the extra fire damage, and then it's doubled because they're affected by frostbite, and they get burned, and then we hit them with the next one. Okay. Good. Cool! They didn't even get to my master. Okay, oh my god, another one! Or I can get this terrible thing. This is terrible. I'm gonna grab this one. Another Ancestral Elemental. We can have the dream team of 3 of them! And a bunch of gold, yes! Oh, I've been hoping for this. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh,
We'd like to offer you a promotion.
Well, I don't mind if I do. We're delighted to offer you one of these sets of parchments to be used in your new arcane spell room. Oh god, I have to choose. There's 3 choices of 3 spells. Okay, wow. That's a lot of choices. Okay. Deals an AoE maximum life damage as fire for each penalty applied to the target. Okay. Poisoned corpses. Nature damage AoE applies poisoned body. Applies poison 3 to all heroes when defeated. For 10 turns. Weird. Gaia's Vengeance. Ton of nature damage in the front. And Bounty. Monster who defeats this hero gains 2 motivation. That's a weird one. Minus 1% of target's maximum morale per target's missing life percent. A lot of ice damage and tiredness. Fire and ice ricochets to the hero position behind the target if the target's ice resistance is negative. And over here we have Elemental Flaw on the back, 75 damage of a type equivalent to the target's lowest resistance. That's cool. Sandstorm, AoE air damage, randomly moves all heroes to another position. Huh. Or Cursed Seeds, 20 nature damage, applies 2 random penalties for 3 turns. Well, how am I supposed to pick? I don't know about some of these. For each penalty applied, this could be really good because I like to do that a lot, but only if this spell room comes after I get a chance to apply all of those penalties. I think I like this one. Like, this is kind of cool. These 2 specifically. Actually, this could be really helpful. Okay, let's take that one. All right, and that'll do it for this episode. We are all out of time, so thank you for joining me for that really, really cool fight. It looks like my dungeon is probably going to expand from this point on because I have an additional spell room choice now, it looks like. So I may have an extra... The dungeon might be a little bit longer in the future, so that's really cool. So join me for the next episode, and we'll take a look at what our promotion looks like, what our new position entails. So I'll see you then.